New charges in a 2019 homicide point to a possible murder spree in Missouri and Illinois. How prosecutors have outlined the suspect's movement that day.
Dangerous cold temperatures today. A few flurries out there. I'm going over road conditions and what you can expect through the...
Plus, it's a holiday weekend that emphasizes service and leadership. The group's continuing the work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. today.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Good morning out there, St. Louis. We're waking up in a weather alert, but that's not going to stop fans from heading to Busch Stadium today. Just 3 hours from now, Busch and Ballpark Village will fill the Cardinals fans, players, and staff for the annual Cardinals Care Winter Warm-Up.
It's always so much fun, and right now you can still get tickets for $35 and even an autograph from a player starting at only $10. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it always is, and it supports so many children in our area. So great thing that they're doing with the cards.
Yes.
All right, good morning to you. It's Saturday, January 13th. I'm Travis Cummings.
And I'm Mercedes McKay. Let's head immediately to Weather First meteorologist Tracy Henson, who's here with us today. We're in a weather alert day. Tracy, we are waking up in frigid temperatures.
Yeah, dangerously cold conditions. It will be very easy to get frostbite pretty quickly out there, especially with the wind chills. We also have a little snow. Roads, always a bit of a concern. I will say though, your only problems will likely be on and off ramps, if any, as well as in driveways, things like that. Be sure to watch your step out there. Could be a little slick in a few areas, but for the most part, that snow, it was so cold, it almost just blows off like dust. So instead of really sticking to the ground. Outside temperatures though this morning, that's where that dangerous weather comes in. This is a very impressive wind chill of 17 degrees out there. The temperature is 18. It feels like 1. Winds are out of the west at 22 miles per hour. And you can see our weather station there is picking up on some very light snow, just a few flurries out there. Through the rest of our day today in St. Louis, about 22 degrees for our high temperature. But like I said, that wind chill, it'll feel drastically colder than that.
All right, well, this morning the lights are back on in St. Louis County, but more than 3,500 Ameren customers are without power in St. Charles County. The drop in temperatures and wind gusts are causing problems for power lines across the region this morning.
And the bitter cold we're experiencing this weekend is dangerous, as Tracy mentioned. The risk for frostbite increases when temperatures fall below 5 degrees, according to Mayo Clinic. Now, it can set in on exposed skin in under just 30 minutes. Hypothermia is another risk. Symptoms include shivering, dizziness, lack of coordination, confusion, and fatigue. Doctors say it's best to stay inside, including when you exercise.
Exercise is always good, but in the very cold temperatures, probably that's a time to stay at home and do it or go to the gym, because the cold air can still have some negative effects on your lungs. So I would say if it's very cold, if it's too cold out to walk, it's really too cold out to run.
And be sure also to check on your elderly neighbors during these frigid temperatures. We'll have much more tips on protecting yourself and loved ones in fewer than 15 minutes. And you can keep up with our latest weather coverage from the comfort of your couch. Just text the word weather to 314-425-5355.
All right, good to know there. Well, new this morning, St. Louis police filed charges in a 2019 South City homicide. 55-year-old Timothy Stoke now faces first-degree murder charges in the death of 65-year-old Brian Colton in South St. Louis. Stokes is currently incarcerated in Illinois for an East St. Louis murder that happened just hours after Colton was killed. Colton was a veteran, and when we first reported this story back in 2019, his neighbors told us he was, quote, always a nice person.
Frivolous. That's what the mayor of Ballwin is calling a new lawsuit against the city filed by the former police chief. Doug Schaeffler claims he was wrongfully terminated and alleges the decision was made in retaliation. Our Brent Solomon shares what he uncovered in court documents.
This is the 25-page lawsuit attorneys for former Ballwin Police Chief Doug Schaeffler filed in court Friday. It comes a month after the city announced Chief Doug Schaeffler is no longer employed with the city. We wish Chief Schaeffler the best in his future endeavors. City leaders say police officers began sending complaints about the chief. The lawsuit claims allegations he created a perception that officers couldn't get promoted if they didn't drink alcohol with him. There are allegations he got behind the wheel after drinking and even bought alcohol while in uniform. Schaeffler says there is no proof of any of it. Now he's firing back, claiming the Board of Aldermen failed to comply with Missouri's Administrative Procedures Act, did not give the former chief a formal hearing, and did not issue findings of facts, depriving him of his right to due process. The lawsuit hints at possible retaliation after the former chief asked the Ellisville Police Department to investigate a criminal complaint against the mayor and a former city administrator back in September. No word on what that complaint is about. In a statement to 5 on Your Side, the mayor said this: "It is disheartening to hear the baseless allegations against the city of Ballwin. We had hoped to move forward as a city, but now are left using taxpayer money to fight a frivolous lawsuit." Brent Solomon, 5 on Your Side.
And late last night, the Ellisville police chief told us the person who complained against the mayor and former Ballwin official did not wish to pursue criminal charges. He says the investigation is considered unfounded.
Well, right now, St. Luke's hospital system is cutting services at some of its clinics due to faced high inflation, labor shortages, and reimbursement challenges. Now, in a letter sent late this week, the St. Luke's team announced the Front Neck Vascular Access Center will consolidate into existing services in Chesterfield. Quick Care for Kids and the Medical Weight Management Facility will close. The Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery Clinic will no longer be under St. Luke's. The OBGYN and Breast Surgeon Clinic will adjust the number of providers there, and Quick Care for Kids and the Medical Weight Management Facility will also close. The changes raise concerns for patients and employees.
And this was one of the biggest resources St. Louis had, and now it's going to be gone.
It's really unfortunate for the patients who have had, long-standing service at St. Luke's, and now they're going to be left to, where do I go next?
And changes will start as soon as next week.
Well, today, Metro Transit hopes to end its continued staffing shortage problem with a hiring fair. The company will interview for mechanic, Metro Caller Ride operator, Metro Bus operator, and Metrolink operator positions. Metro Transit is offering a $5,000 signing bonus. The hiring fair will be at the Illinois Metro Bus facility on North 47th Street in East St. Louis today from 10 to 2. Also today, Cedric the Entertainer and Freddie Figures will partner with the City of St. Louis for a guaranteed base income resource fair. There will be more than 20 organizations gathered at SLU's Bush Student Center on North Grand to offer assistance to families in need. It starts this morning at 11.